Good morning. Welcome back to 5 Minutes in the Word. We are in the book of Proverbs in chapter 10 today. We're finishing it up. We're starting at verse 18. So if you grab your Bibles and turn to chapter 10 in the book of Proverbs, and we'll finish through 10 today. So here we go. To hide hatred is to be a liar. To slander is to be a fool. Don't talk too much, for it fosters sin. Be sensible and turn off the flow. The words of the godly are like sterling silver. The heart of a fool is worthless. The godly give good advice, but fools are destroyed by their lack of common sense. The blessing of the Lord makes a person rich, and he adds no sorrow with it. Doing wrong is fun for a fool, while wise conduct is a pleasure to the wise. The fears of the wicked will all come true, so will the hopes of the godly. Disaster strikes like a cyclone, whirling the wicked away, but the godly have a lasting foundation. Lazy people are a pain to their employer. They are like smoke in the eyes of vinegar that sets the teeth on edge. Fear of the Lord lengthens one's life, but the years of the wicked are cut short. The hopes of the godly result in happiness, but the expectations of the wicked are all in vain. The Lord protects the upright, but destroys the wicked. The godly will never be disturbed, but the wicked will be removed from the land. The godly person gives the wise advice, but the tongue that deceives will be cut off. The godly speak words that are helpful, but the wicked speak only what is corrupt. So that's a lot. That's a lot in that little bit of half a chapter. So down in the footnotes it says, by hating another person, you may become a liar or a fool. If you try to conceal your hatred, you end up lying. If you slander the other person, you are proven wrong. You are a fool. The only way out is to admit your hateful feelings to God. Ask Him to change your heart, to help you love instead of hate. And that's a really hard one because sometimes we think we're justified in what we're feeling. And we think, oh, that's not hate. I don't really hate that person. But if you really listen to what your heart is saying, the underlying issue is that. So it's best to give it to God and ask Him to deal with those feelings and emotions you have about a person. And pray that He sorts them out for you because we don't want to have hate in our heart. It's not a good thing. So then it goes on to say in the footnotes, words from a good person are valuable. It says they're like sterling silver. A lot of poor advice is worth less than a little good advice. It is easy to get opinions from people who will tell us only what they think will please us. But such advice is not helpful. Instead, we should look for those who will speak the truth, even when it hurts. Think about the people to whom you go for advice. What do you expect to hear from them? So that's pretty cool. Do you want whoever you talk to, do you want them to just tell you what you want to hear? Or do you want them to tell you the truth so that you can take that and grow from it? That's what I would hope. The latter would be the one that we choose. God supplies most people with personal and financial abilities to respond to the needs of others. If we all realize how God has blessed us, and if we all use our resources to do God's will, hunger and poverty would be wiped out. Wealth is a blessing only if we use it in the way God intended. I think that pretty much explains itself. If we have something we can give someone else, we should do it. If God puts it on our heart to help someone financially, we should do it. If God puts it on our heart to help someone with our time and our efforts and our talents that He's given us, we should do it without question. The wicked person dreads death. Those who do not believe in God usually fear death, and with good reason. By contrast, believers desire eternal life and God's salvation. Their hopes will be rewarded. This verse offers a choice. You can have either your fears or your hopes come true. It's verse 24. You make that choice by rejecting God and living your own way, or by accepting God and following Him. So that's really the end of the footnotes, and it's really 5 minutes right now. So I hope you enjoyed today's reading. I hope you'll come back tomorrow and that you have a great day, and that you use the wisdom that you're learning in the book of Proverbs into your daily life. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And God bless you. And bye.